Hello. I'm really excited to finally play Slay the Princess. I've seen it a little bit before the demo came out. It looked interesting, so I wanted to give it a shot. So, yeah, let's do it. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm well. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. We'll see about that. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Alright, so yeah, let's. New game. Fresh game. Chapter 1 The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, the end of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Do I get some kind of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Ooh, rewards. We do like rewards. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Alright, so I'm gonna get
You
a
make your way up
prize?
the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
A prize that's beyond my wildest dreams.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I mean, to be fair, like, who wouldn't? You know, it's like nobody wants to be killed because people die when they're killed.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, that is true. Well, let's go.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Oh, alright.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's just enter the basement. Let's see what happens if you don't take the blade. Whoops!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Rotted wood does smell pretty bad, to be fair.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
But I have 2 arms. Lie, I'm here to save you. Hey, I'm here to slay you. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
God, this art style. The lack of color, but it's still like so not colorful because again the lack of color, but it's still got so much character, shading, and all that good stuff.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Have you been eating? I'm supposed to slay you. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I'm gonna keep you locked away. I can't trust you. Get the blade. I can't believe they're gonna keep you down here. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
What's your
You
name,
can
baby
address me
girl?
as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title?
Hmm.
What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Princess. That's kind of funny. So, is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay then. ...
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten.
Oh, jeez.
I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Everyone does generally have a
Okay,
name.
that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Alright, let's see. I'm sitting here to slay you. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I'm gonna keep you locked up. I can't trust you. Go get the blade. Keep her locked up. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Yeah, sound tough.
You're only making this more difficult.
So tough.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Hmm.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
True. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Explore? Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, who locked it? Let me out!
Shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Well, how am I gonna slay her?
You make
With
your
my
way to
large
the top of the stairs.
No.
This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her
Ooh.
limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I'm kind of into it. Like, yo, the canines. The canines! What the fuck is canines?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's see. Yeah, this seems a very, very tough choice. Do I want to kill her? Do I not want to kill her? Let's see. Let's save her and see what happens.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Oh, jeez. They're just there. Phalanges.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Not even an ouchie.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Maybe she's an optimist.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
That's not fair. It's not fair at all.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Her balance with like one arm is impeccable.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist. Okay. This is crazy! Yo! Let's slay her and see what happens.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She gonna beat my ass!
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Ah, damn.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
She looks so cool, like a werewolf or something.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat,
Ooh.
then her teeth,
Ooh.
somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Oh, she ate me.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
Look at these jeepers, creepers. Where did you get those peepers?
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, well, that's that, I guess. Chapter 2, The Witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. I've already slew the princess, but I died. What am I doing here again? She's going to kill me again. She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Hello, opportunist. Welcome back. Okay, I did play this a couple days ago, but the ending I got, it's as if I don't remember, so I'm trying to play it as if I don't remember. So I don't remember. But I'm also trying to get different routes than I did last time, because I don't want to, repeat the same experience.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Okay, let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't worry, you can trust us to get the job done.
Oh, opportunist. Oh, no. I bet. Huh.
The interior of the cabin
Ooh.
is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Ooh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade
Mirror.
sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement.
Mirror.
There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
I trust my. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Oh, I'm sure we look great. If only there was some sort of reflective surface we could examine. Absolute shame there isn't anything like that around here.
Is the opportunist a kiss ass?
You do see it, right? I don't know how to read you. I see all sorts of things. But Do you see the mirror? It's a simple yes or no question. Help me out here, will you? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Anyway.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
Let's enter the basement. We're not gonna take the blade again. I wonder if I could just, let's just have a run where we just don't take the blade at all and see what happens.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Ooh.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters?
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Ooh. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm not nasty!
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Oh.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Yeah.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss.
No, I'm the boss! Me!
Thank you.
Oh.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
I see something. Alright, hold on. Let me see something real quick.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Excuse me.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
Oh man, she is mad at me. Oh well.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
It seems to be all in front of us.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Okay. What? Yeah, sure. I don't. I'm leaving. But let's. I get the sense you're not happy with me. I get the sense you're not happy with me. I sense some hostility.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Look, I made a mistake. Whoopsie doodles.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
I kind of feel bad.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place.
I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to help you get out of these chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Oh?
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Why do I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
She's so cute. Ah!
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Step on the cells. I want to know if she backstabs me. I really want to know.
That's right, you're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
I think I'm gonna. Okay, another save. Let's just do page 4.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? That's the smarter idea. We can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proclaim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Oh, so she was still mad.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
You could have at least letting us get out of the basement. Girl.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
It was in her nature. Oh.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up?
Hero, buddy.
I'm afraid you're back.
Oh.
One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
Oh, fuck.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
It does suck.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
Being paralyzed is like right up there with the really, really bad fates. I would consider it worse than straight up dying. And, the end and stuff.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
What the hell was that for?
Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you.
Understandable, haven't I say?
By our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the knife and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
Have you ever wanted revenge more than you wanted the good thing to happen to you that you were going to get, but you could have gotten, but at the price of your revenge? Yeah, me too.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably. Lots of things are.
The The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
It is kind of funny.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Oh my god, my back! Life alert!
Seems
Life
I'm not the
alert!
only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Ah, damn.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
Don't look at the bright side, me. Both have broken backs.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello?
Huh?
You still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond. Oh, narrator? You're gone already?
I think he's gone.
What the hell?
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Huh? But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't even know how to go about looking for her.
Does this mean we won? Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
The narrator is gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? We're top of the packing order. Right, boys?
I don't know, boy. I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
I don't have a choice.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, the cabin. You are at the cabin. Does she always look like? Huh. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Don't we all, sis? What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Wait, the princess.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always a princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
It kind of does. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Obviously not, since she is part of it. But, you know, gotta ask.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy
She waving her
is
hands in
merely
the
to
air,
reshape.
and she waving them like she just don't care. And if you, anyway,
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How many more pieces of you do I have left to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their
Please
own
ignore the
way.
phone call, thank you. Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay.
You won't.
Oh. Everything goes dark, and you die. Aww. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I don't know what my dog does not like, but he does not like something, because there he goes.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before
Before
you
go any further,
She will
lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Right.
She's a
It's
princess. We're
You're
supposed to
save
save princesses, not
slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, so we'll explore and take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay, so what have we done? Let's just go down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Me? Here to kill you? Nuh-uh!
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Nuh-uh!
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it is. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world. I know what I've been told, whether I believe it is an entirely different matter.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Did they catch you lacking? No. And if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am to trust them. Remain silent. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
True.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
True.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
What about us?
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
How am I gonna get you out of
You
here?
can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh,